swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros may be the upset of the year and the knockout of the year. We're talking about Brian Mendoza upsetting Sebastian Fundora. And just for the record, prior to upsetting Sebastian Fundora, Brian Mendoza took a fight on 10 days' notice and upset Jason Rosario. And then in his next fight, he upset Sebastian Fundora. So this dude, Brian Mendoza, is not playing around. And he just won an interim title at 154 and may get his shot at Jermell Charlo, assuming Jermell Charlo and Costa Zoo fight, whatever happens with that. The bottom line is we saw an upset. And G, you just informed us that this upset has made a popular website.
It was on
World Star. This knockout has made a world star. So I'm turning over to you, G. What's your reaction to the fight?
I think Sebastian had a foolish game plan. And so now let me backtrack a little bit. So this is a prime example of when like people want guys, like taller guys, to exchange with dudes, and I'd be like, don't do it. Utilize your advantages. You're 6'6". Use your reach. Just jab, keep your distance. Just focus on your straight punches, your ones and your twos. That's it. You don't need to get all in the pocket with homeboy and close quarter fighting. It's foolishness because you're at a major disadvantage, and Mendoza is at the one who's could capitalize. And then, lo and behold, what happened? This dude gets hit like multiple times. Like I think how it first started is like Mendoza like kind of hit him on the top of the head, and that kind of tilted Sebastian a little bit. And then he came in with a hook. That hook stunned him. And then my man Mendoza came back with like 3 more hooks and then dropped this dude. And he was on the ground. Sebastian actually did not know where he was at. Like I was like, golly, man, but again, that was due to Sebastian fighting like a little guy when he should be fighting like a big guy. You're 6'6". There's no way a guy should be all up on you like that. And this is where, like, I know we last week we talked about AJ's performance against Franklin, right? I felt like AJ held too much. Sebastian didn't hold enough. Like you should be like, nah, after a while, just hold and let the referee break you up. He didn't do that. This dude thought he could fight on the inside, and it could be possibly because he was tired, But it's like, yo, how you tired when you so small? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It didn't really make sense, man. If I was Sebastian, I'd try to get a rematch because I honestly believe that Sebastian could beat Mendoza. It's just, Sebastian just wasn't thinking, man. Like, he was fighting the little guy fight when he doesn't need to. So it makes you wonder sometimes. I'm like, did Espinoza or somebody at Showtime was like, yo, you got to be more entertaining? You want to exchange more. You want to, because sometimes these guys will like internalize the criticism and then they'll try to fight to the critics. And that usually blows up in their face. So I don't know, man. I salute to Brian. I'll say that. He did good. But I just don't believe Fundora really lost. I think he just defeated himself because he utilized a game plan that made no sense for a guy with the physical attributes that he carries. If you're 6'6" in that division, there's no way you should be all up close with somebody. Keep the distance so that way you can punish a guy with the jab. But instead, he wanted to dance with this dude. He wanted to do dirty dancing with Brian, and he paid the price. But salute to Brian.
ITBE.
Salute to Brian on this one, yo. This it for Fundora. I don't know. It was just like the knockout was crazy. First off, shout out to Brian for that. The knockout was spectacular. It was amazing. Maybe knockout of the year. And Fundora had the wrong strategy from jump. Like, why are you so close with it? When your arms is that long? Why are you so close? Like, why are you giving them the opportunity to get you? And you don't got the timing, you don't got the head movement or anything to get out the way. You fought in the danger zone and lost. Don't ever go back to the danger zone because that you don't belong there. You're built a certain way. You have the height, you have the reach, you have everything, but you chose to like go back and forth with somebody who has smaller. The first thing, their reach is smaller, but they got quicker hands than you. Hey, what's up, G?
But didn't you want AJ to find the danger zone just last week, though?
No, I didn't. I said AJ. I gave AJ credit for how he fought. I'm like, yo, if AJ won, this is the fight type of fight you want to give us. I didn't say AJ. I no point. I said AJ.
AJ Fanatics was at my.
That was
no swing. Just swing. I'm like, all right.
Yo, that was your boy Stretch, not me. I said AJ fought a smart fight, and you can't knock on him because he was dominating somebody and needing, AJ did what he had to do last week, and that's why I stick to that. Fundora, the way you fought, this is where if you are an elite boxer, you don't fight with emotion, you don't fight off of people's opinion. You get paid to go in there and show other people they can't beat you. And that's what Fundora messed up, where he got in the danger zone and Mendoza took his head off. And Fundora, you can bounce back from this. But truly, I feel put more weight on, go be a cruiserweight, go be maybe gain 100 pounds and go be a heavyweight. You feel me? But
yeah, heavyweight. Listen to what
you're in the wrong division. You too big to be fighting these little guys. And it's like at some point it's not gonna be in your benefit, like last night where your reach. You're not quick. You don't have the reflexes to react when they get up on you. So
you think it makes more sense for him to be in the heavyweight?
I think he needs to fight. It may not make sense for him to fight competition his size, but you're the size. Get in the gym, train, whatever. But
So you think it's just easy for a guy to just put on like 50 pounds of muscle, like it's just that easy?
If not 50 pounds of muscle,
mesomorphs. They call mesomorphs, right? The ones that put on weight.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
but bulk up a little bit. Go fight a different division.
Yeah, I told you he looked like the Passion of the Christ, bro.
You heard what that said, bigorexia.
Fundora looks crazy. Like it looked like he's starving himself. He eat crisps. He eat wafers and drink water.
He eat wafers.
It's crazy.
I told you. He on a eat your thought diet, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
there's no way he could put on that amount of muscle. It's not realistic, man. I think.
Yeah. Hey, I'm saying he should. I'm not saying he has to. But Fundora, if you're gonna bang with these little guys, you gotta have the advantage the entire fight, where you're keeping them on the outside of your punches, and you foolishly let that guy get up on you, and you paid for it, and that's the price you pay when you make dumb decisions like that. So shout out to Mendoza. Can't fault him. You did what you had to do. Another great upset, and hopefully you get your flowers soon and you get that bag, because you that guy, man. Mendoza, you on a hot streak right now. So yeah.
I like seeing guys like Mendoza win in this type of fashion, especially when he was taking fights on 10 days notice to fight before, pulled off the upset, and then he actually got a chance to do it again, and he took advantage of it. Fundora being 6'5" and fighting on the inside, that's all he's been doing. I remember him fighting Erickson Lubin and really tattooing Erickson Lubin's face. He gave Erickson Lubin a hellacious beating. It was vicious. It was one of the worst beatings I've seen like last year. So, and again, he was doing his damage on the inside. That's just the way he likes to fight. But he survived to this point doing it. And it looked like he was going to do it again last night. I only round I gave Mendoza prior to the knockout was the second round. So I had it, one-sided basically for Fundora. And I'm thinking to myself, oh man, he's about to cruise to another, one-sided unanimous decision. But then he made that mistake in the seventh where he kind of came in, he was nonchalant, and Mendoza was able to catch him with a mean left hook. And instantly he reacted. You can tell, like, he threw his equilibrium off, and then he followed it up with a mean overhand right that landed perfectly. Then a left hook that landed perfectly, and I'm sitting there like,
look, one more for good measure, another hook.
When Fundora hit the floor and he sat up, like, I don't know if he was genuinely aware of
I don't think he knew
where he was. He was like smiling, and you can tell, like, it seemed like he was trying to gather what was going on around him. Like, that's how vicious it was. And this is, again, the dude who was the underdog who just shocked the world prior to that in his last fight by winning a fight on 10 days' notice against the former champion. So at 154, not at 160 though. But so I'm just saying, like, man, like, you gotta give it to him. He earned it. He deserves it. Fundora, I would say this. I know he likes to fight on the inside, so you can't take away what's made someone great. You can't take away what's made someone successful. But in that moment, the way he walked in, he was extremely careless. If you look at him, he was walking in like he didn't expect the dude to throw anything. So that tells me, after dominating like the last 4 rounds, he felt so comfortable, he forgot that this man can return fire. Like, protect yourself at all times, and that's what they're talking about. Like, you got caught sleeping. Like, they say he caught him lacking. He was walking in feeling good about himself, and he got caught lacking. That's what happened to Sebastian Fundora. So I think that's a lesson for him. You know what I mean? Protect yourself at all times. Everyone's dangerous at all times, because he was winning. He was on his way to another easy dub. But see, that's the thing. You got too comfortable. Everyone don't follow the same script. Mendoza was dangerous till the end, and he caught you. And now, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. But it was a great fight. If you didn't see it, you need it. Well, great knockout. If you didn't see it,
on World Star. So go to worldstarhiphop.com. You'll watch it.
Exactly. Listen, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.